structural hemoglobinopathy, the hemoglobinopathy with altered oxygen affinity. Oxygen affinity is judged by the P50 value. Okay. So this oxygen affinity can be low or it can be high. So high affinity, the hemoglobin Yakima, something is known as hemoglobin Yakima, it binds to the oxygen with a very high affinity. Why it binds to the oxygen very high affinity? Because there is a reduced interaction between 2,3 biphosphoglycerate with the hemoglobin. Okay. If 2,3-BPG increases, then this curve shifts to the right. Means the more and more oxygen delivered. Means the affinity will decrease. But if there is a decreased interaction between 2,3-BPG, then the oxygen remain bind to the hemoglobin, and less oxygen will be delivered to the tissue. If less oxygen is being delivered to the tissue, body feels like oxygen hunger, that is hypoxia. If there is a chronic hypoxia, erythropoietin will rise, and this will lead to the increase in the RBC production, and this will lead to the and this is going to manifest as the erythrocytosis. If there is large number of RBCs present inside the cell, then it will lead to the increased viscosity of the blood. So patient may present with the features of polycythemia like headache, blurred vision, dizziness, somnolence, or sometimes he or she may present with the stroke. Okay. How you are going to diagnose this patient? You should estimate this P50 value. Okay. If there is a high affinity, then this P50 value will be low. Okay. Now, how to treat this high affinity this hemoglobinopathy? Most of the time, if they are asymptomatic, they do not require any treatment except the monitoring of hematocrit. But if hematocrit fall beyond 60% or symptomatic erythrocytosis is there, there is a risk of leg ulcer, stroke. So these patients should undergo phlebotomy to reduce their hemoglobin consumption. Okay. So for high affinity, you should remember Yakima is a hemoglobinopathy having high affinity, and it present with the erythrocytosis, and P50 value is low. Treatment is phlebotomy. Okay. Phlebotomy is venesection. Vein you should bleed, make the patient bleed. Okay. For low affinity, you should remember hemoglobin cancers. The hemoglobin bind with the oxygen very loosely. So it is having low affinity for the oxygen. Means in the lung it is 100% saturated. But even with the higher tissue PO2, more and more oxygen can be released. So in other words, what I can say, the hemoglobin will be able to deliver same amount of oxygen at a hemoglobin level less than a normal individual. Means these patients can deliver same amount of oxygen to the tissue with a lesser amount of total hemoglobin. Means a normal individual requires 13 gram of hemoglobin to deliver a physiological requirement of oxygen. Then these people can achieve the same amount of oxygen delivery at say 8 gram of hemoglobin. Okay. And this is something known as pseudoanemia, because there is an anemia, as we tell this biochemically, there is reduced in the total hemoglobin, but tissue hypoxia is not there. This, this small amount of hemoglobin is able to deliver the required amount of oxygen. Okay. Because these hemoglobin are having low affinity, so this hemoglobin will release oxygen very rapidly. So more number of deoxygenated hemoglobin will be there, So these patient present with the cyanosis. So high affinity patient present with the erythrocytosis, while low affinity will present as a pseudoanemia, means hemoglobin is low but there is no hypoxia, and cyanosis. Okay, if you estimate for the P50 value, it will be high. Okay, and the treatment, usually these low affinity hemoglobin people do not require any treatment. Only counseling and this reassurance is something suffice for these patients. But in high affinity, they are sometimes require phlebotomy.